All right, so now we're going to get into two of the formations that I don't have tons to cover, but a lot of people love tight offset, tight end, and a lot of people love gun bunch. So we're going to put them both in this gameplay. A lot of glitchy things, or both in this section. A lot of glitchy things you can do out of both formations. Cover 3 beaters, cover 2 beaters out of both of them. Am I the most familiar with it? No. It's something that you can lab, but there are a few glitchy things I think you can do out of both of them. One play I love out of tight offset, tight end that I will run occasionally. It's one of my quick audibles. I make X to be mesh spot, and then if I get inside of, like, that's the same range that I was talking about with the fake screen wheel. If I get to, like, the 20-yard line, an area that's really hard to score, I can be wide side or short side, it doesn't matter. I love to run this mesh spot play with the deep corner route by Michael Thomas, and then fade again, and then try to fit in the ball to Michael Thomas to the back of the end zone right here. And you can sometimes do that. Maybe if I have a little bit more yards or a little bit more space, 25 or so, you can make this happen. If you have a lot of space here at midfield, this is an absolutely excellent play. All I'm doing is I'm fading Ted Ginn and I'm blocking Kamara. And I'm just looking to throw to Michael Thomas into the end zone so I can get a touchdown. And then I don't have to worry about scoring in the red zone or scoring at the 10-yard line or so. I'm just trying to take advantage of my opponent giving me me having the ball rather at the 30-yard line. I can do, like, put Des Bryant on a slant for a little bit of a check down if Y is not there, but Y is commonly going to be there. It's a really, really solid play. Now, again, if you're at midfield or so and you're trying to run this play, I like to run it wide side. It just has more room to get open. I would do the same setup, fade Ginn, block Kamara. I'd put Bryant on a slant and motion him out just to do it. Gives you a little bit more spacing, another check down option. But look how many yards that is for Michael Thomas right there. That's 30 yards we just gained on throwing a deep corner route. That's why this play is so, so powerful. A few other things you can do. You can run PA shot seams and come out and do a very, very similar look to what we were doing out of pistol bunch. Oh, whoops, wrong play. Out of pistol bunch tight end with Kamara on a wheel route and then throwing this route to Des Bryant out wide and throwing a wheel. We're getting 12 yards right there. I'm going to get off Johnson too. I'm going to let CPU play that. Doing the exact same thing as we did out of pistol bunch tight end. I can throw that wheel too. I can throw a lot of things on that play. Or not a lot of things. I can throw 2 really glitchy coverage beaters on this play. I can mix it in right with mesh spot. And again, I am running my mesh spot setup the exact same way. So they don't know what's coming when I motion him out. Oh, now they got to go user all the way back. And he glitched out and started running into my wide receiver. But they got to go user either like to the right side to cover this wheel route, or they got to user all the way over to guard the mesh spot. Like, which one am I going to run? I don't know. Which one am I going to run? I'm going to run the wheel route. I didn't get many yards there, actually. That wasn't as naked as I want it to be. I could still throw. I didn't even put a wheel out there. Doesn't matter. I can still complete that. The Des. So we're just trying to stretch out the defense in tight offset, tight end. There is a cover 3 beater out of Y out. I don't remember the rest of the play name. It's always called Y out. People call it Y out in the community. Y out at HB swing. Excellent play. A lot of people run it. They try to cover 3, beat people out of it with this deep post route. I'm not exactly familiar on the setup for it. I could even just test it right now to show you guys. Just FYI, I don't know this, but it's not my go-to cover 3 beater. That's why I don't run it very often. But I would probably outroute Ginn and block Kamara, and then try to give. I'd probably like motion him out too, and see if that gives. Yeah, no. See, it match coverages with the safety there. Let's see if we do. Let's streak Watson and then do the exact same setup. And see if I can get this past. See, I can still throw A even, but A is so slow. What can I? Let's flip it. Run it wide side. Maybe this will make a difference. Try to see if we can hit again here. If we can get time, can I? You could still throw Y right through. Yeah, you probably could. He almost caught that. But there is a setup. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is to make this safety sit there. I really don't. Whether it's fading, I don't have a clue. But this is something, I'm sure it's on YouTube. You can add it into your scheme if you do like. So you still can't quite get all that space back there. It's just, I don't like throwing it into that match coverage, even if it beats it. I want a naked cover 3 beater. If you want a naked cover 3 beater, that's when we come into gun bunch, and that's what I really, really like to go to. If I'm looking for a cover 3 beater that's going to be really solid for me, I put Ted Ginn into my slot right here. And my play is mesh. Now we're going to mix between mesh. We can mix between 4 verts. A lot of different things we can run out of bunch because bunch is so powerful. But I max protect and then fade Ginn. I motion out Bryant and snap him. And then Ginn is really going to get naked over this coverage. That's the play that I would rather throw because that beats more cover 3s. And I didn't even get a very good pass lead with low throw strength, low throw power Drew Brees. I'm looking to try to get this right over that corner like that. There we go. That's an excellent pass lead for a touchdown. Cover 3 touchdown, mesh, max protect, fade, right, bumper. Again, this is all in the PDF. I just don't have pictures in it like I did for Y. Like I did for Y off trio because that formation's excellent. Touchdown to Ted Ginn right there. Excellent, excellent, excellent cover 3 beater. Now, a few other things popular. You know, you knew it was going to happen. Verticals, Kamara on a wheel. It's all you do. Motion out Bryant. Read between Bryant, A, and Kamara. Someone's going to get open. It's so hard to stop. You can run verticals against even tough players. Have trouble stopping vertical. Actually, that's the wrong play. My bad. That wasn't verticals. Even tough players, even in the weekend league, top 25, top 10 weekend league players, can't stop verticals. They can't. It's that tough. It just covers a lot of different areas of the football field. And if it's 3 reads really. You're reading B. If B's covered, I'm going to look A. If not, I'm going Kamara because Kamara gets open against a lot of stuff if the user vacates that to go cover A. There's not much I have to say about verticals other than it's just an excellent play. Again, it's the same setup as me coming out and, oh, am I going to run verticals? Oh, whoops. That's not what I want to, oh, whoops. That's not what I want to do. Throw this ball away. It's not what I was trying to do, guys. Okay, I screwed it all up. What I would do is, okay, I'll show you another setup for verticals. And I'm going to set it up, motion out Bryant. Oh, that's not verticals. That's mesh, and that's a cover 3 beater, and that's going to the house. So it's the exact same looking thing. You can mix these two in with each other. There are a bunch of other cool things you can do out of gun bunch. There are a few glitchy things you can do out of gun bunch. A lot of them involve route specialists, which again, I'm not trying to go over all that stuff for you guys. That gets really confusing also. But a lot of you guys play regs. You can run Z-Spot. I'll put that as a quick audible right here to show you guys that once. You can run, this is something I did in the beginning of the year, Z-Spot and Go, which beats a few different coverages. You can run flanker drive, and then let's do, instead of halfback base, let's go over trail. And I'll just go over kind of each of these plays one time against, I'll stick 4-6 cover 3 just for the sake of it. This Ginn beats every cover 3, cover 4. If I'm going, sorry. Whoa, what play am I? I am in I'm in Z spot. I might be able to do it out of Z spot and go also. I can. Let's just do it out of Z spot and go. I'm gonna run the exact same setup, except Z spot and go, Z spot doesn't make a difference. Sorry, I'm screwing up. Fade B, there we go. Block Kamara, and I like to in-route Thomas. You can motion him out, you can not motion him out, both work. Then you're just gonna look to hit right bumper here on a downward pass lead. Get a lot of yards with Ginn. If you don't motion out, I think it gets a little more naked. Do this right here. Yeah, it definitely gets more open because the corner isn't playing him as tightly to the, it isn't playing as tightly to the sideline. But that's just a simple, can I throw it over or do I have to check down? I've got 2 options to check down. Say if they go user it, I could throw to Watson in the flat. Maybe they had hard flats. They're usering right bumper. I throw to Thomas right back across the middle. Or I can playmaker Thomas if you're in mutt. Now, glitchy little thing to do right here that I was doing for a while. I was running Z spot and go, and against Tampa 2 or other coverages, you can just throw to Michael Thomas on the inside and possession catch it and gain 10 yards. It's really glitchy. It's dumb. They're going to start running and going to protect the right side of the field. I just throw this little C route on the inside pass lead, rack or possession catch it. It's super dumb, but like it beats it beats coverages. I've beaten people running this play, especially early in the year. I don't do it too much anymore, but look how open that gets. That's clouds, hard flats, purples, whatever's on the left side. It's gonna get open unless they have a vert hook right here with Barron. Actually might play that if he's a hook curl. I think you're gonna be good. A vert hook will play it. No, you're definitely good there. And you just throw it to Thomas on the inside pass lead. Super glitchy. Beats every coverage. Now, also trail. This is a play people do run occasionally. I would do something like a double mesh concept with drags on A and X, and then I would motion out Bryant. I think motioning out would be the best route, kind of similar to what I do for verts, and then you can throw that post route backside and boom, hit him with it. Just a high-low on whether I'm trying to throw in between the user, or I'm trying to make the user decide cover Bryant or cover one of the drags, and that's all I'm really trying to do out of trail. That's what we got right here. Fade RB, drag A, drag X, and then motion out Bryant just a little bit, snap it, maybe a little earlier, try to keep him on the inside, and throw B right in that tender spot, or check down. Coverage beater in flanker drive where Michael Thomas is, and I think you can throw this either way. I've thrown it plenty though. Is just out route Bryant, max protect, and then bring Michael Thomas in. And as long as I have time, am I gonna have time? You can throw X over that cover 3 over there, and I actually got kind of a bad throw from Breeze. And it's gonna get open. You can do it, I think, either way. Thought it works both to the short side and wide side. I'm gonna go back to flanker drive. Oh, there we go. Flanker drive. Des Bryant's not gonna be super quick. This could be trouble. Out route my X receiver, motion in Des, and then see if Des gets open, which this actually, he's gonna get really butt naked over this coverage. I'm able to rack it and get in. Not butt naked, but definitely a ball I feel pretty comfortable throwing online at this time of the year. You come up with a lot more catches than you do your opponent picking you off, even if you throw into coverage. It's something they don't make you pay way too much this year in Madden 19 for making bad reads. But again, what's really going to make this formation go is the 4 vertical setup, which I don't have right now. But a lot of different options you have here out of Gun Bunch. You can always audible to Z, tight offset, tight end, run inside zone, run 0-1 trap. These are excellent run formation, or this is an excellent run formation with excellent run plays if you're trying to... Of course that would happen when I'm talking about how good the run formation is. I'll just audible to inside zone one time and see. Talk about how good the run formation is, and Aaron Donald comes in untouched. We're able to bounce this thing out wide with Kamara for 15 yards right there against a compressed 4-6 look. That's what makes these formations so good, is, you know, their versatility, able to run the ball out of both of them. Oh, I forgot I don't have inside zone. Yeah, I'm just going to check down. Nope, I tried throwing right bumper. A lot of different things. It's all in the PDF. These aren't play formations that I go to tons, but if you're looking for more plays, more things you can go to against, you know, maybe your rest of your stuff's getting bagged, or you just want more to run, mess with bunch and mess with tight offset, tight end. Both excellent formation stuff with a lot of good stuff, and a lot of stuff with a lot of good plays and different ways that you can really expose your opponent. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching this part. We're gonna go to the last part, which is my last, or not the last part, my last formation that I use it more than bunch or tight offset, which is if I'm facing someone who's better than I am, who's stopping me, it's what I go to. I'll show you guys what I run when I do.